After a few failed attempts of trying to put Sonic in 3D, Sega finally made a breakthrough with the game called Sonic Adventure. I've heard so much about this game. I've heard it's the best, or at least one of the best Sonic games. I've heard it has a completely different style than modern 3D Sonic games, and I've heard it's one of the last good Sonic games. So I'm super excited to try it out and give my opinion on it. So without any further ado, let's dive straight in. Sonic Adventure was the most ambitious Sonic game at the time. Sega has always been good at upping themselves, or, well, they used to be. Sonic 1 set the groundwork for the whole series. Sonic 2 got rid of the bad stuff and kept everything that worked and made it better. Sonic 3 added on top of that with cutscenes and a story and stuff like that. So when Sonic made his jump to 3D, he was going to be epic. Not only is it new in 3D, not only does it have fully animated cutscenes, but it also has full voice acting.
What? Tails?
Mario didn't even have voice acting until his second 3D game. Well, mostly. So yeah, just right off the bat, this game just feels epic. But how well does it actually do what it strives out to do? Well, it's usable. The cutscenes aren't great. Many animations are unpolished. There's loads of random pauses, and that just drags out the cutscenes for so long.
Hey Sonic! Long time no see, huh?
I'm just glad you're okay.
They just get boring and always slow down the pace. They're not helped by the voice acting either. The voices are fine for a lot of the game, but some lines are just wrong.
Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah!
And as I already said, it's not helped by the fact that there's huge pauses either. However, even though these cutscenes are cool, they're really just a bonus to the gameplay. If the gameplay is good, the cutscenes don't really matter. So is it fun? Well, for starters, since this game is 3D, Sonic's movement had to be overhauled completely. Finally, we have more than just one button. Sonic's 2D movement has been remade here with a simple jump and spin dash. However, new moves are added too, like the homing attack. The homing attack was added just to make the game playable. Jumping on small enemies in 3D is hard. Mario fixes this by adding punches and kicks. Sonic fixes it by allowing you to press a button and quickly and effortlessly launch straight into any nearby enemies. This is a lot of fun and is used in multiple stages with enemies placed in a line and you have to homing attack them one after another. It's quite a lot of fun and very useful. Also, shortly after the game starts, you unlock the Lightspeed Dash that lets you dash straight through a trail of coins. I mean, rings. I'm not re-recording that. It's kind of cool, but largely it's just a gimmick made to look cool instead of adding on to Sonic's arsenal. Also, I wish it was attached to its own button so you could use it instantly instead of having to charge it up with a spin dash. I mean, there were enough buttons for it, so this moveset is pretty good, especially with Sonic's momentum. Running around the hub world is just so much fun. Trying to spin dash and then jump right afterwards to reach faraway places is really fun. Having big worlds to explore would be a lot of fun. Sadly, that's not exactly what Adventure does. Sonic Adventure has pretty linear levels, or at least compared to other 3D games at the time. This does feel like a missed opportunity to me, but still, the levels can still be fun. So are they? Well, in each level, you'll have a series of speedy segments, some set pieces, and some slower platforming. I thought this platforming would be annoying, but it's not. When done right, it can be a nice breather between more fast-paced segments. For the most part, most levels are pretty good, with a lot of speed, cool visuals, and some platforming. Usually, there's also some enemy segments as well, which is especially fun when you can use a string of homing attacks after all that. Oh my gosh. I try to say this line like 5 times and I just can't say it. Usually, there's also some enemy segments as well, which is especially fun when you can use a string of homing attacks after. Why am I saying after? What am I saying? Which is especially fun when you can string a homing attack through them. Which is especially fun when you can string a homing attack through them. There, I said it. Moving on. However, there are many parts that aren't very fun. Some platforming segments last way too long and aren't very fun, but those are pretty few and far between. The game also has these special stages that change Sonic's controls. Like there's this snowboard level that's pretty fun, fast, and doesn't take too long. But there's also a plane level that's slow, long, and you do multiple times. Not great. But overall, the main levels are pretty good. Something I found a bit weird though was the hub world. Like I said, I enjoyed running around it, but it's more annoying for the most part. Mario added a hub world where you can select the level you want to play and play them in different orders. Sonic only has one order, making the hub world feel a bit weird. After each level, you're sent to the hub world and you just have to find the entrance to the next level. I do like that there are these red orb things though that can give you a hint to where you need to go. I always pick them up after every stage just to know where to go because the game doesn't really explain it at all without them. Also, a few levels are locked and you need a key to unlock them. The first key is in front of Tails' workshop and you need to put it in this random cave. I, however, didn't realize I could pick it up, so I had no idea what to do. Also, I didn't even know there was a cave here. I didn't see it, so I was completely lost. The second key, however, is much worse. The lock is in this mountain area in another cave, so I searched the area trying to find it. However, the key is actually in a different area. You have to ride the train into the city and go into this random back alley, and that is where the key is. Why? Why is it there? Also, in the hub, you can find multiple areas for chows, which I've heard is a really fun side of the game, but I had no idea how it works, so I didn't mess with it at all. Also, the camera in the first chow garden is very low, for some reason. Actually, the camera can be pretty annoying throughout the game, but that's to be expected with old 3D games. Also, there are some glitches, but not many, and again, that's to be expected. So I give you a pass for now. But enough side steps, time to wrap this up. Let's talk about the bosses. The bosses are a huge mixed bag. Multiple bosses are just jump into it, which is pretty simplistic. Other bosses are pretty simple too, where you have to dodge and then attack. You know, it's a bit more interesting. Some, however, have an actual unique way that you have to attack the boss, which is pretty fun. Also, one of the bosses, well, actually, the first boss, is an entity named Chaos. No, not that Chaos. Chaos is a weird blue goo thing. At the beginning of the game, it's pretty small and basic, but as the game progresses, Eggman gives it more Chaos Emeralds and it gets bigger. It's a pretty cool idea. Sadly, it doesn't live up because he isn't even the final boss. Eggman is, and the boss is pretty fun, and I did enjoy it, but I just wished it was Chaos. So yeah, that's the game. Wait, I haven't even mentioned the other characters yet. As you play the game, you meet more and more characters. First Tails, then Knuckles, then a redesigned Amy, and so on. But as you meet them, you unlock them as playable characters. That's pretty cool. It just adds a bit more replay value, letting you play the game a bit. Wait, whoa, this is actually pretty cool. It's not the exact same game, it's actually made quite a bit different from other characters. For instance, as Sonic, you see Tails crash a plane and then you run over to help him. As Tails, you see the same thing, but from a new perspective. It's pretty cool. Also, the levels are a bit different too. There's less levels for Tails, but that's fine, he's just a bonus anyway. But the levels you do have are pretty fun. For starters, new things are added to fit Tails' moveset. He can't spin dash or home, instead, he flies, and he does this weird tail spin attack. Also, a bit weird you don't spam the button to fly up like in the classic games, but I guess it makes more sense this way. Anyways, the levels add these giant green rings Tails can fly through to get a boost. Also, many levels are set up as a race between you and Sonic. That's a really cool idea. I mean, Sonic does get stuck sometimes, but I'm not sure if that's intentional so he doesn't get too far ahead or whether he's just glitched. Also, the progress bar at the bottom can get glitched sometimes, which is a bit weird, but still, the races are pretty fun, especially since Sonic is just so nice.
Come on, Tails! You made it! See you later, Tails!
Even when Tails is winning, Sonic is just rooting for him, because of course he is. He's Sonic. So yeah, he repeats voice lines, but I don't care. They're just so nice. They just made me so happy. Also, Tails gets a few new levels of his own, like this snowboard level on sand. Sandboarding? I don't know. You also get a brand new final boss. Still not Chaos though, but still, Tails' campaign was really fun, but he's just the second campaign. There's 6. Now, a lot of the levels in the campaigns are reused, but it's fine, because there are still some new levels, and now you have to replay those levels with a completely new moveset, letting you play them completely differently. Knuckles lets you glide and climb walls, while also changing the level structure to be about exploring and fighting these emeralds, instead of just running past. Amy has a hammer and this pretty cool hammer jump. Her levels are about running away from this robot. Big the Cat has you fish. Fantastic. Yep, it was super easy, I had no problems, and I hate this game. No, guys, seriously, it wasn't that hard after I learned how to do it. You're supposed to get Froggy to attach, then move the analog stick till he holds on, then reel him in. It was not explained well at all. Oh, and finally, you have E-102. I mean, Gamma. Gamma runs around shooting stuff, and finally discovers his sentience. What? He's fine. I really like these extra campaigns. They're really fun, add more gameplay, and explain things seen in other campaigns. Like you see Amy getting taken away as Sonic, but see why in her campaign. It's really cool. But yeah, that's all the characters, so time to... Wait, what is this? Another playable character? Yeah, this is the true ending. Now, first things first, it's just fun to go back to playing as Sonic. After playing a few slower character campaigns with decent movesets, it's really fun to just play as Sonic again. I know, I already said that, but it really is. Okay, actually, to the campaign now. This is Super Sonic's campaign, and you obviously don't start as Super Sonic. Instead, it starts with a few cutscenes. Eggman is seen being betrayed by Chaos, and he steals the 6 emeralds from Knuckles. The last emerald is on Tails' ship, and Sonic and Tails quickly rush over there to get the emerald before Chaos. Unfortunately, they fail. Now, Chaos can become his perfect form. He starts attacking the city, coming from the sewer, buildings, and basically every other place you can think. Now he grows to become a huge, gigantic monster. Sonic heads over to try to stop it, but there's no way he can. Just then, this red orb comes up to you and turns into, well, a part of the game that I haven't mentioned yet are these flashbacks. Each contains a bit of the story about this echidna race, all centering around this one girl named Tikal. I don't know how to say that. Oh yeah, and did I mention she was the orb? Okay. Anyways, all your friends bring you the Chaos Emeralds, and the city starts cheering for you.
Go, Sonic! Yeah, Sonic!
You know what you must do. Sonic uses the power of the Chaos Emeralds to become Super Sonic. Now it's time to take Chaos down. Because yeah, Chaos is the final boss. The fight itself, well, the first time I tried, I drained all of its health first try. Then, it regained it all back, and it beat me. After that, it all just went downhill. You're supposed to run on the water, picking up rings, gaining speed, and dodging obstacles till you make it to Chaos. If you have enough speed, you'll run up Chaos and attack him. However, he's also shooting attacks at you, giving you more to dodge. This would be fine, but a lot of his attacks feel random, and it feels luck-based whether you're able to dodge it or not. This means if you gain enough speed and then get hit right before you get to him, you'll lose all speed and not be able to do any damage. Combine that with the fact that there's these short cutscenes where he changes locations every time you deal damage to him, or attempt to do damage to him, it makes it feel so badly paced with stop and go momentum. I tried so hard, it took so long. Okay, it didn't take that long, but it took longer than expected. It didn't feel like I was overcoming a challenge, I felt like I was just trying over and over, wasting more and more time until eventually I got lucky enough to finally defeat him. Even when I was doing really good and had plenty of speed, I forgot to collect coins and turn back into normal Sonic and die. So yeah, the supposedly epic final fight felt more irritating and time wasting than anything else. So even though the game had a pretty underwhelming payoff, the rest of the game is still pretty good. And as I've said multiple times, Sonic's moveset is really fun. His levels are also fun 95% of the time. However, some other characters aren't nearly as great, and the hub world isn't perfect either, with plenty of flaws and unclear ways to get to the next level. Sonic Adventure was a pretty good first step into 3D. However, I hope its sequel can fix a lot of these flaws I had with it. I haven't played Sonic Adventure 2 yet, but I own the game and will probably talk about it in a month or so. So if you want to watch that, maybe consider subscribing. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been working on it for quite a while, but since that's all I have left to say, thank you all for watching again, and goodbye. Hello, welcome to another end card. I hope you did enjoy this video. I played the game like over a month ago and had a lot of fun with it, and I just wrote a script. I'm now getting around to making the video. I really enjoyed the game actually. It was quite a lot of fun, and I have started Adventure 2 now as I'm recording this, but I can't get it to work. It's very glitchy. I need to figure out how to solve it. I don't really know. It keeps crashing. I'll have to figure it out, but goodbye.